to your Northern Arizona Wranglers Roundup. I'm Fred De Palama, and here with me is my wife, Robin. And today we're going to have our special guest, Bryce Miller, who is our ticket director.
I think most of you have talked to Bryce and seen him running around at the games. And hopefully all of you have talked to Bryce about renewing your season tickets for 2026 because all the perks ended on the June 30th. Oh, man. Actually, we had an extension. Right. So lucky you have through July 12th to get those top perks.
So that's going to be this week.
That's going to be this week. You have to the end of the game on Saturday to get the top perks of those season tickets.
Now, Bryce, after July 12th, people can still get season tickets, correct?
Correct. Yep. It's just going to drop, 5%. So it'll go to 15% at that point.
Okay. So it'll be 15% off. And are there any perks that are thrown in with that as well?
Still all the good season ticket perks, private season ticket party with, with the team, with the coaches, you get your name badge, you get 10% off in the team shop. You get that early access to see the team shop, all those great things that come with being a season ticket holder that really make it exciting to be, engaged with the team and there for the whole season and know that you're there no matter what, every game. And knowing that your seats are going to be held for the next season too.
All right, excellent. And so Bryce takes care of all the season ticket holders. So that's all of you out there. So sometimes people do call the office and they go, "Oh, I haven't gotten a call back." Well, you're on the list, number 48. So he's going down. He does.
Hey, if you're down to number 48, that's pretty good. You're getting close.
So what kind of happens is, as everyone's putting their down payment down their season ticket, right? That means if they're already a season ticket holder, we're holding their seat, or they have a first option to move their seat if they wish to move. Mm-hmm. Also, new season ticket holders, they're on the list in the order that they sign up. So our software tells us when you put down, was it $55 deposit?
Correct.
When you put down, it tells us when you put it down, and then you're in order to reach out to pick your seats. Mm-hmm. And so we give our season ticket holders the first right refusal of what seats they have, and then they can move into those, or we're also tell them what we have available.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and, I'll see that through the system. I'll go through and I make sure, if there's any imperfections, things that happen, it's my job and I take a lot of pride in just helping and making sure that, if there's things that need to be fixed, I take care of that. And I make sure you guys are taken care of. You get the seats that you want. You have the option to move if you want to. You have the option to pick the seats you want as long as they're available. And that's really the biggest part of my job is just helping the fans. And, we really do have a great community here and great fans. And being able to be a part of that and being able to be part of a, professional indoor football team is really kind of a dream. So it's great to be here and it's great to help the fans out.
Right. So Bryce came in with us at the beginning of this season as an intern and before we started the season and was doing such a great job as an intern that now he turned into a job. So now he's here working for the team. And then Robin and I have been discussing some extra perks for our season ticket holders, which we don't have in writing yet. But just to let you know, well, I can tell maybe one thing that we're thinking about. She's like, "Oh, don't tell me anything."
What?
So we're thinking of next season opening our doors earlier just for the season ticket holders. So like you have to have your badge around your neck. So basically, if you give your ticket to somebody else, they can't do it. It's just for you to be able to come in with your badge, and they'll have a little bit more early access to the team shop. And not every fan walking into the team shop, just the season ticket holders, and also be able to see a little bit more of the warm-ups if they wish to on the field.
Right.
So that we're working that out with the arena. Remember, we're the football team in the arena. We don't own the arena, so we have to make sure everything works out. There'd probably only be one door they can come in from, but it gives you that early access as being a season ticket holder to come, get to your seat, and miss out on all the crowds.
Yeah, fun stuff.
I think it's a great thing to do.
And honestly, that season ticket holder pickup party that we have before the season starts, right there, that's worth your season ticket right there.
Yes.
So it's a private party that we hold at the arena only for season ticket holders. You get to come in, meet the coaches, meet the team, get the first autographs, get to go in the team shop for the first time, first dibs on everything in the team shop. Right. We usually get a lot of cookies donated by Crumble Cookies, so we got some good
Pepsi
food there.
Came with drinks for everybody.
Pepsi came with drinks last year, and it's a fun time. Got the music playing, and you're on the field meeting the players.
Right. Well, this season, I was going to say, it was the first time we did the event on the field. So in the past, the field hasn't been down during this, and we've had to do it in the hallway and have all the players, on tables in the hallway at the end. We worked it out where we got our field down a little early, and we were able to put the event right on the field. I thought that was so much better. It was bright. You got to see the field, everything that was happening. Yeah. Be the first ones to walk across it for the season. Well, actually, the second ones because the team was practicing on it already a little bit. Right. But you got first fans to be able to walk across the field for the season. So that was a lot of fun to do. And hopefully we can do it on the field again next year. We just have to make sure we have the arena can get the field down for us for this.
Right. So if now we've convinced them to get season tickets, and for some reason they haven't yet, but we've now convinced them, how do they do that? What do they need to do? How do they get their season tickets from you?
couple different ways, right? So we've sent some emails out. We've sent social media, different things, advertisements. There's a QR code on the flyer that you guys can go through and sign up. You can call the office, 928-379-5581 anytime. If I'm not there, you leave a message. I'll get back to you. I'll make sure, we take care of it. You can also email us at ticketdirector@nazwranglers.com. I go through that every day. Every day I'm in the office, just checking different messages, email, stuff like that. And just making sure I get back to you guys and take care of you as fast as I can. That's the biggest priority for me.
And now you've met Bryce. You see his face. He will be at the Wranglers table during the game on the 12th, before the game, a whole hour before the game from 5 to 6, and then also during halftime. So you can visit him there personally and take care of your season tickets right there. So. Oh, after the game too. Sorry. Yes, he can be there after the game, especially this since July 12th most definitely will be your last opportunity for these best perks that we're offering.
So during
we'll
the game,
make him stay late. He'll stay there till midnight if
we don't want you guys having to be in line during the game. We want to be watching the game. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, besides Bryce doing the tickets during the game, he's helping out with operations. So he's running around making sure everything's going on well with our operations team. So that's a lot of fun. One way you cannot get your season tickets, because people do this a lot, is at the box office. Okay, so the box office at the Findlay Toyota Center, calling them or going there in line, they can't do season tickets. It's to me, it's a little weird situation. I mean, it's not a situation just the way it is. We as a team can't sell single game tickets. That has to go through the box office due to contracts with Ticketmaster and so on. But season tickets we handle, so that has to go through us, and it doesn't go through the box office. So those are the two things. A lot of times people will call the office saying, "Hey, I need tickets for this weekend." It's like, well, you need to call the box office or purchase them online. Or if they want season tickets, they show up at the box office and all they do is call us upstairs. And just so you know, when you're standing there, you go, why they called upstairs? The box office and our offices in the arena are on complete opposite sides. So it takes 44 steps to go down and all the way across the arena for Bryce to get there. So it's best just to call him or to just do the QR code and do it online. Then he'll reach back out to you. Okay, but I just want to let you know the box office can't do it because sometimes people make the drive and get a little frustrated that they can't do it in there.
And if you already have season tickets, let your friends know. You know how awesome it is. Bring a friend. Even more fun to enjoy the game with friends. So, and Bryce can help find seats near you so that you can all sit together. And
most people know that we've talked about how we got involved with the football team. So we were fans of another team for about 20 years because this team didn't exist. And I always had 6 tickets. And so it was me and my boys, and my wife was at a lot of them, but we also had extra tickets. We brought friends. And then when I realized after doing that for 2 or 3 years, I had my extra tickets in the row behind me, not in the same row, because when they're in the same row, I couldn't talk to them. They were way down there, but
except if you're in the front row. In the front row, you should get them all in the front row.
Well, when you're getting the extra ones for your friends to join you, they can sit behind you in row 2, and that way we're able to turn around and talk to people that are with us. So we always had extra tickets ourselves personally, so we can invite people. We still do. Yeah. So we have our own private seats in there that our kids go to, and we still have a couple extras to invite friends with them. So just telling you, get some extra seats.
Right.
All right. Anything to add, Robin?
No, I think we covered it all.
All right. Well, Bryce, thanks for joining us today. Yeah, he's got to go back and handle season tickets right now. But thanks for joining us today and all the hard work you're doing putting it together. If anybody goes on the behind the scenes tour, you'll see by his desk a huge wall of the arena with all these pins in it. Those are your guys' seats that he's holding or moving or whatever, and that's how we kind of control the whole thing. So we appreciate your time, your effort, and being here. And we're going to be right back to your Northern Arizona Wranglers Roundup. Okay, welcome back to your Northern Arizona Wranglers Roundup. I'm Fred De Palama here with my wife, Robin De Palama, and we have DT here with us today. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having me on.
All right, well, we appreciate you being here. So, tell all the fans a little bit about you. So, like right now, what position are you playing?
I play defensive end for the Wranglers. At practice, I play a little bit of everything, but everybody practice hero. But I play defensive end for the Wranglers, number 15.
Okay, great. And that's now, how long you been playing football? When did you start? 2?
Since the age, feels like it, but since the age of 6, I've been playing since I was 6 years old.
All right, and what position have you played? Like, have you played all over?
I have played all over. I played running back, wide receiver, linebacker, DN, safety, a little bit of everything. Everybody plays a little bit of everything growing up until you find your position. But I think linebacker and DN, I think I found my home.
That's what you settled into?
Yes, sir.
And when you played in high school, is that your?
I played middle linebacker in high school.
And college?
In college, I played middle linebacker and outside linebacker.
All right, great. And so what school did you go to?
I went to University of Southern Mississippi. Graduated there after 4 years, and then my 5th year option, I went to West Florida, University of West Florida.
Great. And how long have you been playing pro football?
This is my first year in the IFL, and then last year I played arena football for the first time.
Okay, great.
Yes,
and how you so I know the rules are a little different with the Arena League and the IFL League, a little bit more running we have.
Yeah, we have a lot more running.
There's no running, in other words, the other way around, right?
Other way around. Only time is running in other leagues, really. Well, the league that I play in, the AIF last year, was quarterback running.
Right.
Quarterback was running. Really wasn't any design running back running or anything like that. And so it's a whole lot more running. The competition is a lot better in the IFL, and it proves why the IFL is the best indoor football league.
Right. Well, great. Yeah. And that's what we think so too. We have the best talent of the indoor game is in the IFL and some of the hardest games. And for the past few years, we've had new teams that have been with other organizations for quite some time join us. Right. And they could be like, they've been the national champions of their other league. Now, I'm not cutting any other league, but they've been their national champions like multiple years, and they joined the IFL, and their record is 1 or 2 games and that's it, where they just blew everybody out. So it's an eye opener of the talent level that comes into the IFL.
That is very correct. That's very true. You can tell that it is it's levels to the indoor football league, and IFL is definitely at the top.
Right. Well, sure. Great. And so what are your feelings about the teams that you've played this year and the talent that you see in front of you?
The teams I played this year, they've been good. I think more so our focus in the locker room is on ourselves and the mistakes that we can control our controllables and do what we're supposed to do. I think that's really what it is what we really focus on in the locker room. And for myself, that's what I focus on. Because at this point in your career, if you're in the IFL, you can play. If you can play, you play. And if you can't, you can't. So we're here for a reason. And so if you just focus on what you're supposed to do and focus on your strengths and making your weaknesses stronger, then you'll be fine.
Right. And I think, we go back and watch the games. I mean, we just don't own the team, and that's actually, we don't see a lot of the game.
I don't get to
at
see
the game.
Right,
we kind of have to go back home on Sunday and turn it back on and watch it. And sometimes we're watching it all week long. But we have such a great team. We had a tough start, everybody trying to get to know each other and get things figured out. And then, everything got put together. And I got to tell you, I'm sitting there watching. I've been around football for a long time, and we have such a great team. But like in any sport, even playing cards, somebody wins and somebody doesn't. And it doesn't matter how close it is. It just matters on what the scoreboard says. But man, we've been just barely missing it. And even with some of the number one teams, it's just, my goodness.
It is heartbreaking, Week in and week out, you do everything you can do and still falling up short. I think right now we just got to continue to put the best product out on film and keep coming together as a team, even though the season is ending. Football is what we do. It's not who we are. And so we're creating bonds and connections. I met you guys and the rest of the football team. The coaches are great. Teammates are great. And so those type of relationships make it worthwhile. Even though the season's not going the way that we wanted to go, I have brothers that I've met this year that I never would have met if I wouldn't have came. And so that makes it worthwhile. That makes the season worth it. All the pain and the practices and all the extra running we do, lifting, all the nonsense that you see that you don't see behind the scenes, it makes it worth it because you get to meet great people throughout that you would have never met if you wouldn't have came this season.
Right. So. And like even coach has said in the locker room, because I'm down there pregame talks, and then coach gets everybody fired up. I mean, I get fired up. I'm standing there with usually the jacket on, and I'm like, pumped and ready to go play. But
run through a wall.
Yeah. I mean, but it's like the character of you young men is really showing, especially when we have a season like this, and it's like, okay, so we're out of the playoffs, but we're not done playing.
Right.
Because you don't give up in the sport. You keep playing and playing. And you guys have been doing that. You've been playing hard the entire time. We're not stopping because you also have your future of football. If guys stop, that's going to be noticed. Nobody then either brings you back or wants you someplace else. So I think everybody realizes that, and you're professional athletes. You're still, from what I see, you're still all in it, and you're pushing all the way through. And the people that aren't, they're not here. And we want people that want to play the game, no matter what's going on, want to play the game. And I think in our arena, as we're talking about season ticket holders, that we're right at the same number this year as we were last year so far.
It's been great.
Everybody loves coming to the game. They've been loving it.
That's the crazy thing to me is, even though the season hasn't been going away, we wanted to go. The fans, they show unconditional love to us, whether we win, lose, or draw. Always checking in on us after the game. They stay after and get autographs. You bringing friends, people out of town. They heard about us, and that's just like, it's so rewarding. Even though we not bringing it all together, but it's rewarding. And a season also, to harp on what you was talking about, the season not going the way we want to go. Football is like life. Sometimes life, you in a season of your life, it doesn't go how you want to go, and so season like this help guys, young guys like myself and the rest of the team build character. Yes. Okay, even though things are not going the way we want them to go, it's all right. You got to keep going. You can still got to do things with integrity and with pride, something that you can put your name on and be proud of. So
yeah, exactly. That's great.
I have never seen a team play so well and have the record that we have. I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, they're playing so well. And I know it's heartbreaking because we're not pulling off the wins, but the games have been so good. We're not playing poorly. A couple of mistakes are what's messing, keeping it from the win. But at least you guys are doing a great job.
It is. It is. It really, really is. We've proven that this year, without a doubt.
Yeah. But like you said, I can't wait to see the growth, and I hope we get a lot of you back next season, because what we've learned this year, we're going to take what you've learned, and you learn more in this situation than in winning constantly. And you take that, and now we start next season, and I mean, we'll be a championship team.
Right.
I mean, it would.
I think we've opened up a lot of eyes, these past few weeks to other teams. I think there's a lot of coaches watching tape right now on us. Even though we didn't get the W, they're still watching tape on how they do that. Right. What just happened there, and I think that's great. But let's go to some happier times. Okay, tell me something in your football career from 6 years old to right now. What is a memory that sticks out? What is something like, that was really cool. That's something that I learned. I mean, what is something that we all have it? What's a great memory that you have?
A great memory that I have from football. Oh my God, so many. Mainly because I played, but my dad played as well, and he played at the highest level, and so. I think the coolest experience that I have from football ever is really going to the Pro Bowl with my dad when I'm younger and everything, seeing all the guys in the locker room and at practice and stuff like that. And you see all the greats from Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, Tom Brady, all those guys. I think that might be the biggest reward that I have gotten from football, me being at football.
Right.
Not so much from me, but it's really from my dad who played. But yeah, that's the most rewarding experience I probably had.
So go ahead and let everybody know who your dad is and where he played. And
my dad is Adelius Thomas. He played for the Ravens and the New England Patriots.
Right.
Yeah,
so see, now we got to go look that up.
Yeah, he played for 10 years. So yeah, it's really
nice.
Or they're not going to need to look that up.
Yeah.
Right.
He's just a chip. We just a chip off the old block. That's all.
Right.
Ain't crazy.
No, that's great. And has he made it to any games out?
Not, unfortunately, no. The games that he was going to make, I was injured, so
okay,
it's okay.
Well, we got one more.
We got one more.
So come on down.
You got one more.
That's it. Come on down. You're invited on down. If he comes out, I'll bring him to the speakeasy. Okay.
Got you.
We'll have a good time. Relax a little bit. All right.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Well, hey, we appreciate DT being here and talking to us today. It was great to get to know you a little bit, and we enjoyed having you on the team. And we're looking forward to having you back next year.
No problem at all.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And hey, we'll be right back to your Northern Arizona Wranglers Roundup. And welcome back to your Northern Arizona Wranglers Roundup. I'm Fred De Palama here with my beautiful wife, Robin. And Robin, we have a special guest.
We have the Booster Club president, Terry Merlihan.
We
just said it.
Right. You got it right.
Merlihan.
Well, thank you both for having me on.
Right.
I mean, it's an honor, number one, just to be able to speak with you guys and tell you a little bit about what we've got going this season. So, but thank you for the invite, and I appreciate being here. So thank you.
Yeah, well, I brought Terry in to this game because our last home game is July 12th, and coming up this Saturday, and we have a lot of fun things going on. But this game, this is our first time ever that we've done this. The theme of this game is fan appreciation. And so we are just going to do all kinds of fun stuff. We are going to have the most, we've been doing a lot of giveaways at every game already. Well, we're going to have the most giveaways of the season. we still might not be able to hit every fan, but we will try. Every game I was in that section. I didn't get a prize. I'm sorry.
People actually call and email us really upset that they didn't get a prize. And there's sometimes 3,200 people in the arena. We can't give everybody something. It doesn't make it special if we did. But a lot of the prizes are donated by other companies, and we give them out. We randomly. People always say, "Well, how'd you pick them?" Google random number select.
Yep.
That's how we do it. We go onto Google and say we have 5 things to give out. We'll go on Google, we'll put in the number of all of our sections and say, okay, I don't know our section numbers, but section 200 to 206 or 216. And it'll pick a section. Then we'll go, okay, row 1 to whatever. And then it'll pick a row. And that's it. That's how we do it. We don't actually go out and do it. We just, because we want to be as fair as possible.
The only thing I track is I track which sections already won something. So the same section doesn't win multiple
times. Right. They might get things a couple times because it's a random number, but right. We don't want the same seat. And then we know Google's broken. It was the same seat over and over. But that's how we do it.
But I'll tell you what, I'm going to contact the sponsors and get as many giveaways as I can possibly give. A friend of mine, Chris, is here, and he's been the one running all over the stands, helping the Mustangs give everything out. It's like I think he did 13,000 steps this last home game. Literal steps as he's going.
Yes, I did.
A lot of walking.
So it's great. So our halftime show is going to be Fan Appreciation Awards, and Terry and I talked at the start of the season and came up with some ideas and some different awards we're going to be giving away. And so now we're going to have to get together and sit down and pick some winners. Those winners will be invited on the field, and we'll be presenting those for our halftime show.
Excellent.
And then the Booster Club has got something really fun going on before the game, and that's what I wanted Terry to talk about.
Sure.
So this is exciting. This is going to be a lot of fun. Big day.
Yeah. So last year we had a tailgate party and hosted the tailgate party. We're going to do that again this year. So we'll have some music. We'll have food, games. We'll have some raffles as well with that. We've already got some partners who will be joining us. I'll call it the super fan group out there. They know who they are. The Puginosties crowd is going to be there. They're usually down in the corner of that end zone making a lot of noise and making a lot of racket there. Recovery Electric and some of the youth football folks. So we're getting a whole group of people, and we're getting more and more as we continue on getting closer to it. So it's going to be a fun day. It starts at 3. Ends at 5, so people can get into their seats and go in. Our raffles, we'll have a few raffle baskets that we'll be raffling off prizes. And we will be collecting for U.S. vets at the tailgate. We won't be doing any collection inside because we'll be cleaning up from the tailgate party. We won't be able to do it inside. So do come to the tailgate. If you have twin size bedding for like sheets and blankets and things like that, please bring them, or bathroom towels, like a bath towel, washcloth, hand towel, sets like that. So if you could bring those to the tailgate party, drop them off, we'll collect them. And if you do bring that, we'll give you a free raffle ticket for a chance to win one of the prizes as well. So a little incentive to bring something.
Right, and that's all going to the U.S. vets.
It's all going to the U.S. vets. Also, the proceeds from those raffles, we are donating half to all of our raffles throughout the whole season. We're donating half, and we have a nice a donation that we will be making. I'll ask you guys, since we're kind of on the air.
At halftime?
We could do it at halftime, or we could go maybe off season and do a donation. But I'd like you guys to join us when we do that.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we could do it at halftime and get it right on film for everybody.
If you're able to figure it out that fast.
We're having a business meeting here.
What do you guys think? Should we do it at halftime?
We should
Can we get a vote here?
Well, as we're talking about tailgating a little bit.
My treasurer might have a word to say about that.
Okay.
Janet.
Well, the neat thing is, we get a chance to travel around the league to a lot of the other arenas when we travel with the team. And there's very few arenas that actually have tailgating because they're located like in the city. They're located someplace where they have to pay per parking, and they can't have the extra space to set up.
Right.
Like for example, the Rattlers now have tailgating, but for the 30 years that they've been open down in the Sun Stadium, there was no tailgating there.
Right.
Now they can do it, but I think it's like $500 to park. And then, no, I'm over exaggerating. But
$450.
It's $450. Okay, $450 to park. And then they have it. But we always have had tailgating, which is nice about our community and our arena, that anybody can come to it. And since day one, there's been tailgating going on outside. So we
sure.
don't have to have the event. Anybody can show up for tailgating, but this time we have the event. Come on down, set up. I like it when I see like the trailers out there and people put up their awning like they're camping and start cooking. Terry makes great jalapeno poppers. This year is the only year I haven't made it out to all the tailgate. I made it out like game one.
I have a special request for this weekend.
Oh boy, we've been so busy. Maybe this week I'll try to make it out there.
Right.
Because now everybody's got it going on the inside.
Yeah,
it's time for me to do my old walk around tailgating. I get full that way.
Hey, I have a goal number for you.
Okay.
I think you should get 4,500 people at your tailgate party.
That would be great.
Yeah, that would be great. We're going to have 4,500 people at our tailgate party, and they're going to walk right in the game at 5 o'clock, and we will not have one empty seat in this arena for our last game.
There we go.
Would that be just the love for this team, how well they've played this year? And unfortunately, the record just isn't showing how well they played this year. Let's show them how much we appreciate how well they've played this year and cheer them on and just show them how much we love them.
Yeah,
that would just be so awesome.
Everybody always says, how do you keep a sports team in town? It's with fans in the seats. Basically,
absolutely.
That's it. That's how we get the local businesses to support us. That's how we get the city to support us, is if there's fans in the seats. And we do good. I mean, with fans wise, especially if you look at video and watch other teams when we're away traveling and you're like, oh my goodness. We do a great job. We have a great community that comes out and supports the team, especially like with the boosters and all the tailgating stuff. It gets everybody involved. So we could do better.
Oh yeah.
But we, it's with the league wise, we good. I mean, there's a couple teams that are they blow it out of the water. I mean, Rattlers and Florida.
Well, they got like 30 years on us.
Right.
I mean,
Jacksonville Sharks have been around just as long as they have. And then a newer team, Tulsa. I mean, those guys all average about 10,000 per game.
Yeah.
And their arenas seat 25 or 30, and they're in bigger communities, but that's okay. We'll never hit those numbers because we can't fit that many people.
Right.
Have to build a new arena.
I don't know. We can put people on the roof.
Yeah, there we go.
I think I hear a challenge
but
here.
Other than that, our percentage wise, with our population is great. I mean, it's really great. Yeah,
yes.
we're extremely
definitely
louder, right?
Yeah.
Some of the former players that we talked to, they're like, it is loud.
Yeah.
It's really loud in there. So we like to make it loud.
It might have to do with everybody up here is used to the rodeo.
It could be.
There's a lot of yelling.
It is rodeo week.
Yeah. And what else does the boosters have going on? What are you guys doing to finish up the season and get ready for next season?
Well, so really the tailgate, that is the big, and then our kind of closing out the linen drive for the U.S. vets. So that's kind of the closure for it. But during the season, we've had a very good season, with the Adopt a Player program that we do. Really, you want to talk about, DT was saying it, the guys are class guys. I mean, they're really, really great guys. And Coach Moss and Coach James, both of them really know how to recruit really class guys. And it's really, it's testimony to the coaching and bringing those players in like that. But, we took them bowling. We've done some things like that to get them out in the town, show them around a little bit. We're going to rodeo a little bit later.
Nice.
So yeah, just to get to see the town and experience it, because it's a really great area to live.
It is.
And so it's very unique. In fact, some people might even call it fake.
Right. It is. I agree.
Yeah, but it is. It's really great. So we had that. We helped them move in. Now, also at the end of the season, we got to, kind of recover some of the stuff that we provided at the beginning of the season for the players. And then our potlucks, we were feeding the team every other week. We were giving them dinner. I think last week we had an emergency. We had to step in and fill in, and we were able to do that with some help of the players. Actually,
thank you.
The players actually cooked the food. We provided it.
Oh,
so
nice!
That's
really
fun.
And nobody told us. I would show up.
I know.
There you go. So, but
or
yeah,
show up and eat.
Yeah.
been a busy season. Busy season. So
good.
That's
Well,
good.
we appreciate the help because it does take the community
for sure.
And we have different areas that people can help out in the community do things. Boosters is one big part of it. Next year we're going to be opening up volunteers to come and help with game day operations.
Okay.
We don't really need to add to our staff, but we have some staff members that need to be in other key areas. And we just have a couple little things that people can come in a little bit early and help check off our vendors as they come in and then go to the game. Not where they're going to miss the game, just 4 o'clock. So we're going to open up some of that because we have fans always saying, what can I do to help out? Well, we do have a couple things in-house on a game day that we do need a little bit of help with that we don't want to take all of our operations staff that's doing it now then they got to run over and do this, and they got to run over and do that. So it's the community that keeps the team here. We're part of the community. We live here, and we just want to keep this rolling. Keep it rolling here in Prescott Valley.
It's good momentum.
Yes, without a doubt.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So I just want to remind everybody, because we, of course, need your help with this, because Terry's eyes got about this big when I said, let's get 4,500 people at tailgate. So we're going to leave that up to you guys. All right? So you guys get us 4,500 people. Basically, if all of you bring just 2 friends, we'll have it.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have the arena like that.
That would be so fun.
We have never won. The league puts out a championship belt for the highest attendance. We've never gotten it. We almost got it last year at our first game, because only 2 games that were going on, and we were just a couple people out of it. But I got to tell you, 45 might not get it, but it depends on where they're playing and what size arena, and we have to look to see where the other teams are playing.
Right. Yeah.
We got to look at what weekend do we stand a chance to beat that number. So that'd be kind of cool. And plus, it'd be so loud in there.
Yes,
with that many people.
Sure.
The guys would be on
so
fire.
Fun. Yeah.
I mean, they would just be on fire. That'd set them up for the rest of the season.
Absolutely.
They'd be on the road just remembering that. Yeah.
These guys deserve it.
Well, so we have the game, the last home game on July 12th, right? That's Saturday. Kickoff is at 6:05. We open our doors at 5:00. And then the following 2 weeks, we first go to Las Vegas. So we go to Las Vegas. That's an easy drive for everybody. 3.5 hours from here. Come up, support the team. It's Vegas, baby. Well, it's Henderson. But, go on up there and hang out and support the team. Then our final game is going to be on the road. It's a flight for us to San Antonio. If you've never been to San Antonio, it's a beautiful area, nice river walk downtown. But we'll be there with Santa, and that'll be our last game that we're playing. And so we love it when we see fans out on the road, and we know who you are. We see you there. We try to wave and say hello. Our red shirts really stand out and stuff. So it's great if anybody can make the away games. The boys love seeing their fans there cheering them on.
Yeah. Sure. And then the championship game has been moved to Tucson. Yes. For the next 3 years. So starting this year, it's in Tucson, and they have already sent us ticketing information and a special price for our fans. So, so there's if you haven't seen that yet, you can either call us or go on our social media. It's posted on there.
We'll be going there next year.
Yeah, okay.
That's right.
It's all
exactly.
You have to get tickets for next year now too, so you can be there for while we're there. Yeah, so you
got to go this year. Just check out where you want to sit and see where the best views are. And
Tucson sent out. So you would have already gotten this last week, but Tucson sent out a link for all the Arizona fans to have like first dibs on seats. So it's kind of like an early bird thing. So if this is being broadcasted, don't share it in any other state. That's okay. But so it went out. So everyone has some first dibs on getting these seats and getting tickets, and we'll be down there for the championship game. You can start discussing online now who you think is going to be in it, but we'll be there. Okay, great. Anything else?
Just one last thing, because we do a lot to support our youth football leagues in the area, and I'm excited. Terry mentioned that they were all coming and supporting the tailgate party and going to be at the tailgate party. We are holding a youth football clinic. This is going to be the Wednesday before our last game, so Wednesday, July 9th, and it's open to all youth, 1st grade through 8th grade. All right. And we already have a lot of kids signed up.
You can be in football or not in football, but you want to work with our coaches and players on some football drills.
Yeah, they're not going to be they're not tackling or they're not wearing pads. It's just going to be drills and working out, but it's going to be with coaches and players. It's $50 to participate. However, 10% of that goes back to your league. So it's a fundraiser for the leagues. And we are going to include a game ticket to the July 12th game in that price.
Okay, so get registered.
And you get a T-shirt. You get an NAZ Wranglers T-shirt too. So
that's worth it.
3,000 participants there will really help.
There you go.
Right. There we go. Oh, now I got a challenge. I need you to get me 3,000 kids at our football clinic. Fantastic. You guys have some homework.
All right. Well, they both have goals set. Goals you set or goals you get, I guess. So that's what we're doing right here. And so we'd like to thank you, Terry, for being down here with us today.
Thanks, Robin.
And Robin. So appreciate all that we do, that you guys do, and making this go together. Robin wears so many hats behind the scenes with building everything we do, and all the entertainment and all that goes through her, and she oversees everything. So we work it together, but she does all the hard work, without a doubt. So we appreciate everybody watching our video, and this is our last one for the season. So we'll see everybody next season. We'll see everybody at the game, and then we'll have our videos back up next season. So go Wranglers!
All right, go Wranglers!